Hey everybody, welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. I hope you're doing well and trying to keep out of mischief. I'm going to start shuffling. Yeah, they're just sitting there, waiting to shuffle. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great. It has been, if you're watching in real time, a lovely weekend. Thank you for asking. You weren't, but thank you anyway. If you're new here, this is a current events reading. This is one of the four types of reading that we do on this channel. Current events, timeless collective reading, so that we can focus on our personal growth, personal development. We're also doing prediction readings, and general vibe readings are my favourite. And because of that, they are specifically a Village Elite exclusive. Village Elites are the membership here on Outrage. You've got to say it like that. It's the law. Outrage. And you can join the Village Elites who also get additional prediction readings and current events readings in the link down below. You can also go to the channel, and there's a join button at the top. So there we go. That's all yeah, there you go. Go away. Right. So the Starmer's cover-up for Southport and stuff like that. This has been suggested by Jane and Linda. Another Jane. I believe we've gained another Jane. We've got like 3 or 4 Janets now as well. It's getting very confusing. Would you mind changing your profile pictures so I can tell you apart? That'd be lovely. It's making administration of the channel extraordinarily difficult. I think you're all clubbing up against me and doing it on purpose. Why I order. There you go. Right, I've got that out of the way. Right. So this was also with like 13 or 14 upvotes as well. Now, we've got to be careful on this reading because Parliament hasn't got its own kind of doobly-doo. They've been shut down for talking about it. So if they haven't got the parliamentary privileges, what do you think we've got? We've also got to be careful because you can, if you don't know what we're talking about, you can go on, I don't know, places like X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And there are a selection of British expats whom, quite obviously, they're outside the country, they live outside the country, and they are in different laws. So they're saying it left, right and centre, what the cover-up is and what the shenanigans is. To try and help of the good fight, sharing knowledge, blah, 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 and stuff. And there's even a couple of expats on Youchobe that I've noticed are also doing it. So if you don't know what we're talking about, for full thing, I know what's going Me. I know everything. So I know, because I've watched this, so I have a general idea of what Nigel Farage was implying in his interview that was dropped yesterday or the day before, if you're watching this in real time, where he specifically said he's been gagged. He knows what's going on. He's been gagged. He can't talk about it, this, that, and the other. Other people haven't been gagged. They're saying it all. And it's... If it wasn't so serious, the whole shenanigans, it is kind of karma, I would say. Not that I would know specifically, but so yeah. Anyway, so Starmer's cover up with Southport. What you can tell us. So we're going to be a bit vague in places. Don't have a go at me. This is your disclaimer. I've been told off from other readings by some people who sat through the disclaimer and still complained. So I've said it. There you go. I'm not going to go too deep. There's a joke there that we're not going to talk about. And that's that. All right. So it's all above board. So. The Beyond card. We have 3 types of arcana here that we're now calling it to make it kind of shorthand. 4 extra cards in this deck. We have minor arcana, major arcana, and this is one of the epic arcana. You've got to say it like that as well. Where your soul, your third eye, higher self, higher being, all in alignment. This is telling me quite clearly that you're in the zone. Everybody who knows what the cover up is, you're on track. You're there. You're in it. You're in the groove, baby. That is it. High Priestess, your intuition was true. You're correct. Stuff like that. 7 of Cups. Now, this is important here. What do we do with this information? Where do we go with this information? How do we sort this out? There are still people, hundreds of people, that we do not know their names. Right? We don't. We know Tommy. Everyone knows Tommy. Right? Everyone knows after the fact the Peter fella. No one else really, apart from the was it Cameron, the care worker? That's 3, right? 3.5. So the rest of them, do you see what I mean? Hundreds of people. Now the ones who did the violence and the riots and stuff like that, arson is still arson, right? Screw you. But it's like you had a choice. In my humble opinion, you had a choice, right? Protest is one thing. Causing havoc in that extreme, you knew there's laws against it. Why did you? But we need to work out as a community, what are the options? What are the options here? Where do we go here? Because there's still tick-tock, people being, quite literally, in my humble opinion, political prisoners over this. All coming back to saving a certain person's bacon. And it still hasn't worked. There's the betrayal. See, there you go. The deception, the lies, the manipulation of the 7 of Swords. The sneakiness, the BS. 4 months, isn't it? 4 or 5 months, and it's caused this much havoc. You know what? I think I may have mentioned this before. Bearing in mind, I'm practically a fetus, right? But my mum and dad went through the whole kind of 3-day week kind of in the 70s and stuff like that. And every time it kind of came up in conversation over the years, my brother and I would always go, oh, for goodness sake, here we go. Here we go, flipping it. Never realised the sort of kind of ramifications of it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just a story. They're flapping their faces over dinner. Do you know what I mean? It's like, how do you put it into context? It's like my granddad would talk about World War II and stuff like that. And it's like, they were great stories. And it's like, wow, good for him. You know what I mean? And that kind of, like, the bravery, even then I couldn't work out the bravery of it. And then it's like, it's only now, am I kind of now realising it's like, I have no context whatsoever to put those stories into place. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, but now it's like, maybe are we, is this a taste of the 3-day week? Is this what it was like back in the days when the world was black and white? Is this it? Is this what we're... So, but anyway. Yes, I've had my morning coffee, can you tell? But yeah, the 7 of Swords here is very much, that's Starmer, the cover-up, the BS, the craziness. Notice how you and me, my dears, scum class, notice how we are in the zone. We knows it to be true. We are like, it doesn't smell right, taste right, sniff right. Nothing makes sense. We knows it to be true. We may not have the absolute kind of facts. Yeah, we may not have the small print, but we know enough to go, there is something wrong here. There is something wrong. And yeah, so Knight of Cups, 10 of Swords. The cycle is almost over. The cycle is of this betrayal, this manipulation, that kind of stuff. This is what we're talking, like I've been talking about for weeks now. This domino effect. This is kind of like, it's enough. You can't. No, have you noticed in real time? I can't remember which country is it. He's not in the country again. He flew back for Wales and then he's buggered off again. Where he spends more time. This is sort of thing, right? And we're not ready to announce it just yet. There are a few kind of teething issues that I've got to fix and stuff like that. But basically, if you've been, and I'll show you here, if you've go to the community section, hold on, community, there you go, there's T's in it, community section on our channel, there is actually a poll. This is it. I'm showing you right now. Go and vote in the poll, and especially the last 2 or 3 posts that I've been putting over there on the community, just to kind of like I'm trying to get a really good understanding about what's going on. So even though you're you want to comment down below specifically about this, don't let me. Can you please put it in the same place so I can find it, please? And go and vote over there if you haven't already. But what I will say is, once it's set up, I really would like somebody to specifically sit down and work out every country and the dates that Starmer was not in the country. Do you know what I mean? A COP, which 470 other people went with him as well. For something that's supposed to be eco-friendly, that's a hell of a lot of climate change gas that they, I don't know what it's called anymore. It's just like they keep changing the words. Do you know what I mean, though? It's that. Anyway, back to this. And they came back again, obviously, unfortunately. So that's a lot of flying. That's a lot of flying for someone who likes hugging polar bears. So the Knight of Cups here, I feel very much heart and sleeve. So this feels like the message. The messages are still coming out. These are the kind of the expats that I was talking about earlier. These are the people on Twitter who are much braver than I am to actually say it for outright, verbatim. These are the people whom are listening to Farage of saying he's gagged, but they're not. Even though it's like, because this is the thing. We're not allowed to talk about, quite rightly, we're not allowed to talk about the actual case at hand and stuff. Okay? That's fair enough. We want convictions and all that kind of stuff, specifically for what happened over just horridness, right? Doesn't mean you can't talk about around it, surely. You can't, but somehow it's like it's casting a shadow over everything, but it's coming to an end. The betrayal is coming to an end because enough people... This feels like to me that literally holding a mobile phone device, my dears, kind of like tweeting out, texting, kind of like sharing the knowledge. It's coming out. It's coming out. Wish coming true. Here you go, my dears. Here we go. Wish coming true. The manifesting, kind of making it happen. Yeah? Getting rid of the BS. Getting rid of this tomfoolery. Getting rid of this craziness. And we've got to make a decision. Collectively. Yeah? But the problem is with this decision is Labour have screwed over the farmers, still. Screwing over the pensioners, still. They're screwing over pretty much anyone who's employed. If you look into how taxes actually work, isn't it amazing they keep it set? I'll say this, right? Isn't it amazing they keep it set? Oh, this is national insurance, and this bit here is kind of income tax and stuff like that. And this bit, if you add up the percentages, that's all the tax you're paying from your pay packet. That's all of it. They're not individual bits. Club it together, people. That's how much you're paying. So this decision here feels very much like, and people are going to get overexcited. This feels like the decision has been made. We want a general election. That's what that feels like. It's just like enough's enough. What have we got here? Making it happen, putting the action in with the magician card. Beautiful. Manifesting it, being resourceful, peer pressure, making it happen. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles. Planting that seed of opportunity, making it happen. Things are happening. That this feels as if... I really shouldn't put a deadline on it, on a date on it, and stuff like that. But this feels quite soon. This feels like remarkably soon. Like the decision is made to kind of pull the trigger for the election. Overarching energy, 8 of Wands. The movement, the quick movement of messages and data and information and stuff like that. Beautiful. Underlying energy, Knight of Wands. 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands. So we've got this passion. People are infused. People are clubbing together. People are just like constantly. Could you imagine if the news would actually do their job, the journalists, and actually kind of say what's going on? Because what I can gather, all the data is in the public domain. They've been published for many years, many years, right? And they're still not talking about it. It's just like, so there we go. So we've got the baseline for the new boys and girls. Here's the baseline, the fundamentals, the kind of understanding of what's going on. Let's get the prediction card deck out, type malarkey. What do you want to tell us about? How's this going to go? What's going on here for the greatest good for all concerned? Thank you. Always be appreciative. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Share with the village, by the way. Greatest good village. If you know, put it down there. What have you been up to this weekend? Anything good? Anything exciting? Oh, disclosure. Bam. Straight out with disclosure. Information coming out. Resigns, leave office. There we go. Big news. Lies and deception. Beautiful. Very, very nice. And the domino effect is going to happen, especially with Rachel Reeves as well and her lies. Then we got the fake news, the lies, the manipulation, that kind of stuff. They're joining forces with whom? Joining forces with the replacement change. This feels very much here. And this we need to keep a tabs on it. Doesn't he look like Matt Smith from Doctor Who? Kind of like, hold on, come on, focus. Doesn't he look a little bit like... Anyway, so this feels like here that it's that brief window, and I have mentioned this before, where old Biddy Biden, that first kind of, what is it, CNN, wasn't it? Debate with Trumpy Trump, this earlier in the year, and it feels as if the New York Times, CNN, MSNBC, those kind of in the doobly-doos, right? Bearing in mind most of those are for sale at the moment. All that kind of stuff. Suddenly, out of shock and like OMG and stuff. Oh, look how bad old Biddy Biden is. Oh my, we were none the wiser. Blah, 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 blah. Bearing in mind, most people knew about it, what I could gather, for like a couple of years in the circle, and decided not to report it. So this feels like that window of shock, horror. We've all been deceived. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's all fake. It's all fake. The people are going to, the news reports and stuff like that, they're all going to kind of come out and go, so there's going to be a window of like a week or two where they're trying to replace Labour, obviously Starmer, they're replacing stuff, but this is kind of damage control, because it's the media there as well that are complicit in some way. Okay, specifically with this this cover up, this here is very much giving me they know a hell of a lot more than they're letting on, and it's happened to be the people have overcome the control, if you get me, if that makes sense. So that's why all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, oh, shock, horror. Okay. Sinking ship, Labour again. We always keep getting that. The volcano, that's us. You and me, baby. That's brilliant. And it's just calling it out. Look at this. This is what we're talking about here. The people standing up to Labour, standing up to all this fakery of the news, all the tomfoolery that's been going on here. People standing up to it. It's like, no. This is not good. This is not right. This is not what we deserve. Brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And the final one, heavy rain. The ship is sinking and there's more rain to come. Wow. Wow. This feels very strongly like the domino effect that we've been hoping and wishing and waiting for, especially because it's just all coming out. It's slowly but surely. Anyone else hear the news about possibly Sue Gray maybe getting a peerage even, not a peership. Got the sinking ship in mind. She may be in the New Year honours kind of crowd. But we've all got a supportive role. We've all got a supportive role here, okay? We've all got to support each other against this controlled puppet, okay? So that's the baseline. We've got that kind of beautiful thing. So where are we going from here? Okay, that's the important thing. Let's get some more tarot. Let's get some more tarot, my sweets. Advice, how's this going to go forward for the greatest good for all concerned? Thank you. Always be appreciative. One other thing that's just popped in my head, because I really want to support my ladies over there. Some people may remember that there was a YouTube adpocalypse a couple of years ago. Well, two of them, actually, where people were stopped paying the as advertisers stopped supporting the platform because of reasons. And so everybody was affected. That is happening over at Twitch at the moment. Yes, it's owned by Amazon and blah, blah, blah. But that's happening over at Twitch right now. And there are some lovely people over there that don't deserve to be caught up in it. That are friends of Greatest Good Tarot. They're friends of the village, you know. So I have also put one of the posts that I put over there on the community tab is shouting them out here on YouTube. Okay, it's very important. If you can support them, please go and support them. Which is Black Sheep, Tarot Mama, Purple Moon, and also Medium Jenny Lee. Okay, they're my ladies. They are my certain bees, and they're very talented. Okay, consider that a recommendation from me. I don't recommend. I shout out whenever to support people and stuff like that. But when I recommend, different kettle of fish. They're worth your time. Please go and support them. Please go and subscribe to them. They are sexy and they are good at what they do. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So, Eight of Swords, trapped in their own BS. The truth coming out. Ace of Swords, brilliant. Three of Wands, people reviewing it. This is the support role thing. Reviewing, where do we go from here? How do we get people back out of prison? How do we get this, that, and the other happening? Ten of Cups, happily ever after. Harmony, families getting back together, all that kind of stuff. Eight of Cups, we had the Nine of Cups here, the wish coming true. Under the exchange, getting rid of stuttering Starmer and all that kind of stuff. But we're on the adventure. 10 of Wands, the burden's too much. They've tried to escape it. This feels like for the new boys and girls, we always see how the can't lay and connect with each other. What are they touching? Yeah, that's what she said. And so they're trying to escape this burden. For us, because it feels like a double whammy, the Nine of Cups down here on the baseline, our wish coming true, we're also on that journey. Yeah, the burden is too much for them. For us, it's like we're kind of loosey-goosey. Do you see what I mean? We're just like, we're not burdened. We know exactly what's going on. We return the burden. We don't want to, we're not going in that box. Enough's enough. Do you see what I'm saying? And then we've got the Hangman. Suddenly more and more people are going to start seeing it from a different point of view, a different way of doing it, the different perspective on this. This feels like the media starting to wake up, reading the room. This reminds me, and I know this reading's going on a bit, but This reminds me of something that I watched, or because I purposely try not to be in an echo chamber. I try and watch different news outlets and stuff like that, and kind of get a general consensus of what's going on. Do you see what I'm saying? The Hangman feels like, or reminds me, I should say, of an interview that happened this weekend from Times Radio. It's on their YouTube channel. Sorry, I found coffee again. On their YouTube channel, where I don't know her name. I don't think I recognise her as the person behind the desk. Was interviewing someone from Farming Weekly, the editor, I believe it was, about the farms and stuff like that. And the way that she slammed into him, quite, one of those kind of leading questions, kind of manipulative, kind of backstabby questions, kind of, do you know what I mean? It was that kind of, and it was like, read the room, love. How do you know that the UK population are with the farmers? It's like, read the room. Look online, baby. Go to your Facebook groups. I don't know who's on Facebook these days. I mean, like, go just look around. How do you know that? Oh, it's that kind of thing. It's suddenly they've said too much and then they're going to call it back. They've said that they've protected too much. They're calling it back. They've tried to do as much as they can do, but stuff is like water leaking out of a crack. I beg your pardon? Yeah, no, crack of pot, right? It's dripping. Doesn't it? Like it's eroding anyway. It's coming out anyway. It's that kind of energy. Judgment. We've got to do it always. Everybody. It's the only one of the two cards I'm allowed to have fun. Speaking of truth, truth prevails. Truth is here. The Five of Wands here feels like this is interesting. This feels as if it's like what I keep hearing is like you fast track them to get them in. You can fast track them to get them back out. It's that kind of energy. You did this purposefully. You can get them back out now. You just think it's that kind of stuff. It's you release 2,000 people to get people in prison. Get them out now. Oh, but we've got to go through the thing. It's always an excuse. This is the excuses. Oh, but it's going to take a while for the judges to come. But I've read paperwork. I'm just doing my job. It's that kind of rubbish, right? Page of Pentacles again. Didn't we have Page of Pentacles? Yeah, we have Page of Pentacles down here twice. Same place. This is the beginnings of something sexy. This is the beginnings of something new. This is a collective conversation that will happen, I feel like, after this. Because I feel people will suddenly, instead of feeling trampled, will start feeling empowered. And that is the worst thing. I think that's part of the Five of Wands here. The worst thing that Stuttering Starmer and his ilk could ever envision. People standing up against the BS. Yeah? It's that kind of energy. It's that kind of, and now what? Energy. And now what? Who else is being a victim, being victimized by this? Who else? It's like the non-crime thing or that kind of stuff. Who else, ... We're going to sort this out. And we don't want, it's going to take a while and this, that, and the other. It's like, no, we're going to sort this out. We don't care. You work for us. That kind of energy, It's that kind of standing up to it. Overarching energy. Knight of Cups again. Through social media, through the texting and the messages and all that kind of stuff. Underlying energy. Chariot. There's no stopping this. Determination. Go, 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 go. This is what we're talking about here. I'm glad it's coming up as well in the cards. So, this is what a good start on a Monday. Do you know what I mean? This is great if you're watching in real time, as it were. What a great shenanigans that is. Right, so as we finish off here, cartoon clarity deck, truth, knowledge and wisdom for this spread, please. Truth, knowledge and wisdom for this spread, please. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. The disturbance, yeah. This is the, notice where it is, right? The disturbance, the kind of like the irritant that won't go away, yeah? It's what they're trapped in, and we're releasing it from the Ten of Cups. Yeah, we're releasing it from our world and sending it back with truth. That's cool. Triumph. But the ball needs to keep rolling, okay? I think there's going to be a lot of people that go, oh, okay, that's done. No. The ball needs to keep rolling. The ball needs to keep going. The dominoes keep going down, you know? Rite of passage, exactly. This feels like there's going to be some celebrations and stuff like that, quite rightly. However, and I know that some people are really annoyed that I can't give you a time and a date specifically about Stutter and Starmer going, but it's coming. It's constantly here, you know? So apologies for ruining your party planning, people. I'm so sorry. However, this is just the start. People getting their voice back. People getting their kind of integrity, yeah, or reclaiming their integrity. Do you see what I'm saying? It's that kind of energy. Beautiful. Last card, adventure. Where else do we need to go? We need to help the farmers. We need to help the pensioners. We need to help the small businesses. We need to help, and we need to help. We need to help. Do you see what I'm saying? We need to keep the ball rolling, because it's like, what else needs to be sorted out here? Yeah. What else needs to be resolved? What else, you know, this is kind of almost like a to-do list, shopping list. Overarching energy, because we're caring each other again. Is that blessing underneath as well? Well-being, fulfillment, wish coming true once again. We're looking after each other. That's gorgeous. Because we found ourselves again. Marriage feels like us coming back together instead of being divided and divided and divided. People are like, we're all in this together. We're looking after each other. We're making it happen. Beautiful. For this blessing as well. I'm that sexy. It's coming. It is coming. So if you enjoyed this reading, please thumb me like. That'd be gorgeous. If you're new here, subscribe, ding-a-ding the bell. That'd be gorgeous. Come and join the Greatest Good Village. And down below in the comments, your thoughts about how this is going. Please be careful. I don't want you to get knocks at the door and stuff that are happening. Do you know what I mean? So just be careful about what you're saying in the thingy-bob. It's a cover-up for a reason, you know. And that's also where, I'm just thinking of you more than me. And also, that's where you can suggest future readings and stuff like that. Like Jane and who else was it? And Linda and 13 other people. Thank you so much indeed. But until next time, where we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.